Okay, anyway, let's start this account review of Rafa. First we're gonna check if Rafa is a gamer. I hope you are a gamer. Ooh, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, and 100%. Okay, Black Shores, 100%, Arena Sita, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. We're looking good, we're looking good. Septimon and Plateau, 100%. Okay, what about this one is 100%, 100%, and this one is 100%. Ooh, it looks like we are gaming. I saw the color of True Heavens, so did I. I'm glad that we got the same taste on the color of panties. Let's check when he started playing Wuthering Waves. This looks interesting. I don't know what happened here. I guess you don't like dead girls. Let's check when he started playing. He started playing at the release of Wuthering Waves. Not dead. Shh. Shh. Okay, let's check his trophies. 556 completed achievements, so that's not that lot, honestly. For a veteran, that's not a much. That's not much for a veteran. Nothing. Okay, you still got some stuff here to do. Is this skill issue or what, Rafa? You know, completing these challenges. I can only assume it's a skill issue since you are a veteran and did not complete it. You didn't even found all the chests. Okay. You got some stuff here to do. And he's maidenless. Okay. I had a good feeling about you, but not anymore. Still trying to get achievements, been busy with work. Yeah, but look, you are maidenless. How do you play this game without a maiden? I don't know, dude. You need to find your maiden quickly. All real players of Wuthering Waves found the maiden. Yep. That's why you did not find the maiden. Because you didn't find the secret quest. It's right here. You don't like fishing, understandable. You don't like cooking. You didn't synthesize. That's actually crazy. You didn't even cook. Okay. You did not visit for lava. Sorry if too many questions, but is there an important character to focus early on? Cause until I get Varina or Shorekeeper, is it going to take to be a long time? Like a good DPS or something? Rover. If you want a free DPS, that's good DPS, it's Havoc or Rover. If you want something between good DPS and it being you know, healing, it's Spectre or Rover. But if you only want to focus on the DPS, it's Havoc Rover. So you could definitely level up Havoc Rover. Then there is Chixa. She's a good 4-star DPS, but mind you, you need all 6 sequences for 4 stars to be a good DPS. That applies to Chixa, to Dungeon. Yeah, to these two. So yeah, Chixa and Dungeon are good DPS options. Don't recommend Havoc MC. I don't recommend it, but some people just want it. Achievements aren't that worth unless you actually wanna do it. It's just, you know, for showcase, Karu. So I'm, you know, judging the whole account. I'm not judging just the characters. This is account review, not character review. Okay, you're missing a lot of interactions with the whole world. So to get all these achievements. Okay, You are doing your stuff here. Holograms, you definitely don't do your holograms. That's kind of crazy since you got all these characters. You got pretty much free pick whatever you want. Okay. You definitely did not farm the new map. I guess you're busy with work as you said. Okay. Am I free to check your store to check how much money you spent, Rafa? Looks like he didn't grind achievements a lot. I mean, up to him. Up to him. It's his account. Sure, you got all access. Okay. Thank you. Lunite, you buy Lunite. You got something saved here in the departments of the Lunite. Bundles. I think you bought the weekly one for the boss materials, right? Boss materials. It seems that you bought it. No, actually you didn't. This is the one. Okay, my bad. I'm blind. I can tell. This one is. I don't think you bought any. Yep. Outfits. You only got the free-to-play one. No wings. Corals. You got corals. So I guess you are saving. You bought everything important here. And here you are still in the top-up bonus. It seems you know what you need to buy. Some stuff here left to buy. And here too. Okay, let's check your quests. Only bought Lunettes with bonus on the first year. Quest you are doing, except this is the fishing adventure. Understandable. And this is the anniversary event. You completed the main quest of this patch. Okay, from the weapons, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 standard one and few selected limited. On the 4-star version, you upgraded 2 variation. Augment is the battle pass, Macarato is the one you need. Then you got Condenser to the 50. It seems that this was your early weapons that you used, but you ditched them quickly. You still need to do the overtune. I do recommend you getting Macarato, Cadenza, Discord and overtune to level 90 for whatever you need them. They came in handy, at least for me. I don't know about you, for me they always come in handy whenever I need them. Ecos, you are farming it seems, but let's see how much you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 135. Leveled up equals to 25. 135. Okay-ish amount. You don't cook. You're never hungry in game. You got a lot of tuners. You got a lot of tubes. You can convert these purple tuners into the gold tuners if you need more. I do recommend, since you're not gonna use this. Same applies to the blue tuners. Convert them to the purple tuners and then convert purple tuners to the gold tuners, right? Okay, what do we have here? Anything? Everything is in the order. It seems that you even farm something from this thing. Not a lot, but you do farm something. Okay, you can use this to upgrade your one-handed weapon. Same applies to the rectifier for Phoebe. Pages, you did not find pages in the 1.0 nor in 2.0, so you're missing all the pages. Flav, bon appetit Flav. And here it seems that you are saving some stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. Looks fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. Do give this to the music guy. 36 solvent. Too much for my taste, but if you want them, here they are. And now we're gonna check the meat and potato of your account, which is the characters. Okay. Let me lower the music just a bit. Okay, just a bit. Okay. You know. Good attack, good ER, crit rate is low. Low crit rate, crit damage is fine. She needs liberation, you got some bonus on liberation. You are using the Zani weapon. Understandable. S0 and the talents are maxed. She is on the correct set. Damn, 5 out of 5 piece. The funny part is that if you ever wanna get her weapon, you actually want to have this on crit damage. Since you said she's your favorite character, I assume you wanna get her weapon eventually, and the best main slot will be crit damage. But you know, since you're using Zani weapon, this is perfect. Liberation, attack percentage, crit rate, ER and crit damage. Low rolls on crit damage and crit rate, but it is what it is. Still waiting for rerun. Well, you will need to refarm this, unfortunately. Arrow bonus with flat attack, crit rate, liberation, crit damage. Low rolls on crit damage and crit rate again. Arrow bonus with crit damage, crit rate and ER. Low roll on crit rate and mid roll on crit damage. 3 out of 5. Crit rate, crit damage, liberation and attack. Low roll on crit damage, high roll on crit rate. ER, crit damage, crit rate, lower on crit rate, and crit damage is on the higher roll. Overall, not bad, you know, I must say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 dead subs on your Iono. Good enough, honestly, good enough Iono. Shame you don't have her weapon. So, 5 accurate stats on Eno main echo. Yep. Shame it's crit rate. I mean, unless he's not planning to pull her weapon. Chikona. Good attack. ER is okayish. Low crit rate. Crit damage is too high. She needs liberation. You got like 2 rolls. She's on the static mist. S0. Skills are not done. And she's on the correct set. Missing crit damage, refarm. I actually just recommend getting crit rate here. Missing crit damage, refarm. Crit rate, liberation, attack and crit damage. Very good. Liberation, crit damage, crit rate and attack. Crit rate and crit damage. I mean, nothing amazing here except these two. I mean, amazing. They're good. Very, very good. But definitely can be, your Chikona can be more min-maxed, so yeah. Shorekeeper, good HP, ER is on the minimum, 2 and 30. Crit damage, you got a lot of crit damage. You're using variation, she's S0. Skills are not leveled up. She's on the correct set. I assume this is crit damage with ER, crit damage and HP percentage. Then you got Spectre bonus with ER and HP flat. ER region with ER region and HP, ER region and crit damage, ER region and HP flat. This is very good Shorekeeper, not gonna lie. I like it. A la gusta. A la gusta. Good attack. ER could be maybe, I think, like, honestly 2 and 20 sometimes seems little. From my playing, like Augusta, 225 to 30 seems like a sweet spot for her to hit that liberation. Crit rate is okay. Crit damage is very good. She needs heavy. You got 1 roll on heavy. She's S0. Talents are not yet finished. You're missing the intro. And she is on the correct set. Crit rate here with attack, crit rate, flat attack, and crit damage. Very good. Low roll on crit rate, but you got 4 correct stats. I'm gonna count the flat attack as a bonus because it is what it is. Then you got Electro with crit rate, ER, and crit damage, 3 out of 5, okay-ish. Then you got another Electro with crit rate, attack, percentage, flat attack, and crit damage, good. Crit damage heavy, this is 5 out of 5, I would say this is 5 out of 5. You got flat attack here, but better flat attack than defense, so this is 5 out of 5. Crit damage, crit rate, and ER. Honestly, looks good. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dead subs. Low rolls are kinda fucking you over, it seems, especially in the crit rate. It is what it is, but okay-ish, Augusta. He's using general Gian weapon, unfortunately he's using this. I guess he saw the people talking that like this is not that far behind her weapon, which I don't agree. People are stupid. The higher the enemy level is, the higher the defense of the enemy is. That means that her weapon can shred the defense. It's more useful on the holograms and mid-tower where the enemy is 100. So I don't agree with what people are saying, but sure. Okay, but pretty decent Augusta build. Lupa. Good attack, very good ER, crit rate is fine, crit damage looks okay-ish, I assume you're using standard, yes. So this is fine. She's S0 and she is not done on the skill here. This is the correct set for her. Crit damage, attack, and crit rate. 3 out of 5, all low rolls, it is what it is. Then you got fusion with crit damage, ER, and crit rate. Low rolls again, but it is what it is. ER, crit damage, and crit rate. Low roll and mid roll, good enough. Crit rate, crit damage, and flat attack. High roll on the crit damage. Crit rate, attack, attack, and crit damage. 4 out of 5, high roll on crit rate. I mean, look. If you're only using her to buff her, she's okay, but if you're looking to her to do any damage, you will need to farm more. Been saving my astrites for Sarva collab, so planning to get the weapons on the reruns. Up to you. Depends how you wanna use your Lupa. Do you look for the damage or do you look for the buff of her? Honestly, this build will work because you got a lot of ER, so it's fine. And you don't have the weapon. If you're looking to upgrade your buffing capabilities on Lupa, you actually wanna get her weapon since it gives a good buff for the whole team. But this is decent enough Lupa build. Katetia, almost perfect HP. I mean, not perfect, but on the benchmark, for the benchmark, Katetia is 50k HP. ER is okay, crit rate is okay, crit damage is okay, and I assume you got her weapon. She's S0, skills are not yet done, you're missing intro, she's on the correct set. Then you got crit damage with ER, crit damage, crit rate, and HP percentage. This is actually really okay. Then you got crit rate with crit rate, basic HP percentage, and crit damage. Very good, low rolls fucking you again. But at least you got correct substats. Crit rate, ER, crit damage. High roll. And this is to the high roll too. But not really mid to high roll, this one. Okay, then you got crit damage, crit rate, HP percentage, low rolls again. Crit rate, crit damage, mid roll, and low roll, basic. Honestly, I would recommend you to try to get one more HP percentage on your Kartetia. Especially where is this basic. You wanna focus on HP percentage, not on the basic. So it's crit rate, crit damage, HP percentage for Kartetia. Basic doesn't absolutely, I mean, not absolutely. She's just scaling better on the HP. So you would rather have this 3 out of 5, like this one, than 3 out of 5 this one. So yeah. Will reload that one cost? Up to you. Don't get rid of this one though. This is good enough. But I do At least try to get one more HP roll. Same like this one. So she goes over 50k HP. And my eye is twitching because I'm looking at Katetia. But yeah, otherwise good enough build. Zani, I'm gonna borrow this for a moment. Attack is fine, ER is fine, crit rate is fine, crit damage is fine. She got her own weapon, she's S0. Skills are leveled and she is on the correct set. You even farm the Capitanus with crit rate, crit damage and ER and flat attack. Very good. Low rolls again, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And I need to drink because I've been yapping and yapping and yapping and my mouth is dry. Okay. Definitely you wanna refarm this one. This is the easiest to refarm. You got attack flat, crit rate and crit damage. I mean, look, okay enough, up to you if you wanna min-max her more. I would refarm this one. Then you got Spectre with ER, crit rate, heavy and attack. You're missing crit damage. A refarm. A refarm. I know you got the correct stats, but the most... If you were missing crit rate here, it would actually be fine. But missing crit damage on Zani is not fine. Missing crit rate is fine, missing crit damage is not fine on Zani. Unfortunately, it's like that. Then you got crit rate, crit damage and heavy. 3 out of 5, high roll on the crit damage, not even high roll, mid to high roll, but you know, this is fine. Crit damage, heavy, crit rate. On the high roll and on the high roll. Unfortunately, your best eco, which is this one, doesn't have double crit rate, and the one you have is crit rate. Look, up to you. I would refarm and min-max her more. I don't know how much you use her. Probably not a lot since you got better teams. So yeah, one more crit rate damage would put you to 325, 330, depends on your roll. Maybe 320. Let's say you got the minimum roll, it will be 320. Yeah, your Zani still got a lot of work to do. So yeah, let's go to Cantarella. Well, even if you're using the Cosmic Ripples, this attack is very low. I don't know what's wrong with your Cantarella, but there is something definitely wrong here. Low attack, ER is very good, crit rate is very low compared to the crit damage. Preset. It seems that you are borrowing something from Zheji. So you're borrowing a lot. On your every single character almost, except the new ones. Sanfa, DPS, Phoebe. It seems that you are borrowing a lot of same ecos on the older ecos. Been sharing that Sonata with Healing, Cantarella and Zheji. Why not just farm better one? He needs to grind crit damage on Zani, yes. Crit damage on Zani is more important than crit rate since you get 20% crit rate on her eco. So missing one crit rate roll is not end of the world, especially for Zani and Phoebe, of course. But you know, having that crit rate roll helps too, but it's not end of the world. Okay, let's see. Missing crit damage, refarm. Crit damage, ER, attack and crit rate, very good. This is actually, this will be 5 out of 5 piece for Yilin. Actually no, cause he's Havoc, my bad, don't crucify me. Crit rate, ER and crit damage, good enough. But yeah, this is not done. You're missing intro. She's S0 and she needs basic at only one roll. And Rectifier, I've been using Yilin weapon for all of them. Yilin weapon is the best, right? Okay, I mean, she's a sub DPS, but she deals a lot of damage, so I do recommend investing into her. But since you don't have Forlova, she and Forlova, in my eyes, are the same rank as Augusta and Iono, in my eyes. Maybe Augusta and Iono does more damage, but the fluidity of the Cantarella and Forlova is unmatched. The fluidity. I mean, it's person to person how they like to play. I like Cantarella and Forlova together. They really go together good in the DPS Forlova team. Brandt. That's a lot of ER. Crit rate is fine, crit damage is low. He's using the Valor, but why is your crit damage so low? Oh, bro. I guess you're missing some rolls. Skills are not yet done, you're missing the skill resonance. He's on the correct set. Get follow on the rerun, up to you. You're missing crit rate here, up to you if you wanna refarm it. You got ER, crit damage and attack. Up to you how you wanna handle this. You got 3 correct stats here. You got a 3 cost ER on your brand with flat attack, ER, crit rate, crit damage, so 4 out of 5 technically, low rolls. Another ER with crit rate, ER and crit damage, low rolls again. Crit damage, ER, crit rate, and flat attack. Technically 4 out of 5, low rolls again. Crit rate, and you're missing crit damage here, so I would suggest you to refarm this one. Up to you. Up to you how you wanna build your brand. People say he's the hardest to build, which I kinda agree, because you need to, you know, get that crit damage, crit rate, ER, and then attack. Unfortunately, Khan is very underrated sub DPS. Yes, Cantarell is very underrated. Absolutely agree with that statement. Absolutely agree. There is some stuff missing on your brand, so I don't think it's possible for his DPS. And from what I saw, your Phoebe is Moonlit. I'm gonna say immediately you. I dislike Phoebe on the Moonlit. But since you don't have her weapon, that's actually fine. Good attack. Too much ER. Crit rate is fine. You're actually overcapping in the Shorekeeper team. And crit damage is too low. Yeah, crit damage is too low. She's a 0. Skills are all maxed. Moonlit. You're rocking crit damage with crit rate and crit damage attack. So technically 3 out of 5 with the lowest roll on the flat attack. Then you got Spectre bonus with ER, crit rate, crit damage and attack. 4 out of 5 high roll on crit rate. Good. Then you got crit rate with crit damage and attack. 3 out of 5 low rolls again. And you are missing crit damage roll here, so refarm. Missing crit damage roll here, so refarm. Yep. What better Sonata for Phoebe on Zane team? I thought it was Moonlit. It's right here. I mean, since you don't have her weapon, it's actually fine. Okay, Emperor, have a good night. Since you don't have her weapon, this is actually fine. You can keep using Moonlit, but I always go for this one. So Eternal Radiance. But if Moonlit is good enough for you, keep it. I prefer my DPS Phoebe. Rosia. Good attack, good ER, crit rate is on the lower side. Oh, she's using the surges. Okay, understandable. She needs heavy, if I remember. Yeah, you got only one roll of the heavy. Skills is not yet done. You're missing intro. She's on the best set, I would say. Midnight Veil is the best set for her, I would say. Same applies to Cantarella. If you ever pull for Lova, Midnight Veil and for Lova go well together. So you got crit rate, flat attack, crit rate, heavy bonus, and crit damage. Okay, 4 out of 5. Crit rate, crit damage, attack, and ER. Oh, well, I'm gonna fall asleep. Low rolls on the crit rate, but this is 4 out of 5, so good enough. Actually, this looks like my account. Not gonna lie. The reason is full of low rolls. So we share the same curse, Rafa. I always get the correct stuff, you know, substats, but low rolls. So it is what it is. Then on the you got attack, crit damage, and crit rate, 3 out of 5, good enough. Crit damage, crit rate, and flat attack, 3 out of 5, technically with flat. Low roll on crit rate, crit damage, crit rate, and ER. I mean, look, for the job, I assume she's just there for buffing your Camellia. She will do the job. Low rolls fuck you over multiple times. Same. For the job, she will do it. You know what? This wind is actually making my ears go numb. Let's move to this location. Okay, no more wind. We stop on Rosia. Yeah, as I said, for the job supporting Camellia, she's fine. Can she be min-max? Of course, for more damage. Lota. Good attack, ER is low, crit rate is okay, crit damage looks lower than it should. She got her weapon and she needs a lot of skill bonus, which you got like almost 40. Hope your day is well. It is well. She's S0, skills are done, she's on the correct set. Crit damage, crit rate, and skill bonus with flat attack, technically 4 out of 5. Low roll, mid roll, okay. Then you got Glacio with crit rate, crit damage, and ER, 3 out of 5. Missing crit damage here, refarm. So this is why your Lotto doesn't have a lot of crit damage. You're missing crit damage roll here, so definitely refarm this one. Attack, crit rate, and crit damage, 3 out of 5, good enough. Crit damage, crit rate, and skill bonus, 3 out of 5, good enough. Nothing amazing on Lotta. Stat-wise looks okay, stat-wise, but when you jump into her ecos, looks like garbage. But stat-wise, it's fine. So do get one more ER roll for the smooth experience of your rotations. Camellia, unless this is min 83, 84 crit rate with Shorekeeper. Oh, connecting error. Oh, don't disconnect the game. Unless, so 84 crit rate with Shorekeeper. I don't know. Look, it's okayish, but I would always put her on crit rate if you're S0. That's my taste. She needs basic. You got only one roll. You got her weapon. We said she's S0. Skills are done. She's on the correct set, and you even farmed her nightmare version, which is crit damage, attack, and crit rate 3 out of 5. Nothing special though. Then you got Havoc with crit and crit damage 2 out of 5. Definitely wanna refarm this. Another Havoc with ER, attack, crit damage, and crit rate. Low roll on the crit damage. What was her ER? Oof, that's big chungus. One cost attack, crit rate, crit damage, and ER with flat attack. Technically 4 out of 5. Low roll on crit damage. ER, crit rate, missing crit damage, so refarm. I would definitely refarm this one for crit damage and refarm this one because it's just 2 out of 5. Can you check my account? Yes, I can check your account when I'm done with this one. Yeah, there is definitely room to improve your Camellia, Rafa. I don't know how much you play her anymore, but yeah, you got room to improve. Yao. It's definitely not built. I assume you're using Zani weapon on him too. Anyway, low VR. Crit rate looks very low. I assume you're using crit damage. Liberation, you got some liberation bonus. He's a 0. Skills are not done yet. You're missing intro. And this should be crit. No, this is crit rate. Oh damn, that means your eco sucks. You've been using her on Viva consistently. You've been using her on Viva and you didn't build her properly? I mean, look, when I say build properly, my brain works different than, you know, me personally, I'm a min-maxer. So, look, when I see something like this, in my eyes, this is not good, right? Crit rate, crit damage, attack. 3 main stats you need for your main DPS, and you're missing one main stat. So in my eyes, this is, you know, just throw it away and refarm. But if you look at things differently, that's up to you. I would definitely, you know, farm crit rate, crit damage, and attack percentage. Same applies here. 2 out of 5 for a main DPS, at least 3 out of 5, you know. But we all looks at things differently. So crit rate with liberation, crit damage, and crit rate. Good enough. You are missing one here, but I assume you borrow it for Augusta. Probably you borrow this one or this one, depends which one you borrowed. Electro with crit rate, crit damage, flat attack, and liberation. Technically 4 out of 5, but low rolls on the crit damage and liberation. I agree, been sweating to use her on Viva, need to farm on her ecos. Yes. Then you got one cost crit rate, liberation, attack, and crit damage. This one is a really good one. This is 5 out of 5 technically, so better to have attack flat than defense flat. Attack, liberation, crit damage, and crit rate. And 4 out of 5, as I said, better to have flat attack than, you know, HP flat. So 4 out of 5. Honestly, I think your Yao, when he's you know, if you didn't borrow the echoes for Augusta, should look really solid build on your Yao, I think. But you're missing ER. That's one thing you are missing on your ecos. I definitely recommend getting at least 2 ER rolls. He needs 125 to cast his liberation. That means that you, I didn't wanna press that. That means that you need 120 ER. So yeah, up to you if you wanna build him correctly, because I assume when you play your Yao in the rotations, you don't get his liberation on point every time. Zeji, you said you're using her with the what was the name? String Master, I assume, which should not be the correct choice. You should use her with the Cosmic Ripple, same as Cantarella, since you get basic bonus. Yeah, I've been doing fix up on him just to get by ER. Yeah, so you wanna get those 2 ER rolls for a smooth gameplay on your Yao. He got 50-50 echoes, bet substance. Yep. Would you like to take my HP and defense curse stats? No. You can keep them. Thank you. Anyway. If you put the Cosmic Ripples on her, she would have 150 ER, which is really good. Attack would be higher. Crit rate still would be low compared to the crit damage. So I assume you're using crit damage main stat on her. You should swap that to the crit rate, because this doesn't make sense, this low crit rate with this much crit damage. And she needs basic bonus, which you got like 30 almost. She's S0. Skills are not yet done. You're missing 2 intro skills. She's on the Empyrean Anthem, which again I don't agree with, because Empyrean Anthem will be good only if you min-max it. And this is definitely not min-max Empyrean. So I do recommend getting Moonlit to buff your Lotta. She has no one cause, still selling Sonata. It's fine. Definitely wanna swap this one to crit rate. Technically, look, you wanna match that crit rate and crit damage. This doesn't make any sense. Like she's never critting. For this amount of crit damage, she's not critting. Empyrean set is only good if it's pretty much min-max. Not that much min-max, but decent set. This does not look like it's decent, but let's see. 4 cost crit damage with crit damage, crit rate, and basic. 3 out of 5. Then you got Glacio with ER, crit damage and crit rate. A low roll on crit damage, mid roll on crit damage. You got another Glacio bonus with basic, crit rate, crit damage, and ER. 4 out of 5. Low roll on crit damage and mid roll on crit rate. Then you got attack with ER, crit damage, crit rate, attack, and basic. 5 out of 5. And then you got crit rate, attack, and crit damage 3 out of 5. Honestly, I don't know why you decided to put crit damage here. This is actually killing your Jeji a lot. You should definitely swap this one. Is she on Yilin weapon? I don't recommend Yilin weapon though. I actually recommend you to put the Cosmic Ripples. You can put crit rate on her, but I don't think it will be more damage than you putting this one. 36, 80 something crit rate. Up to you, but I think she is better on the Cosmic Ripples. ER, basic bonus. Here you get 24% attack and more attack when she's not on the field. I don't know. Up to you, honestly. 87, and then the attack is fine. Yeah, looks okay. Looks okay. Now this is fine. Look, if he wanna play on the Yilin weapon, this is fine. If he wanna play on the Yilin weapon, this is fine. I just don't know if this is same amount of damage as this one. Especially for her, since she scales on the basic. That's why this weapon is actually good on her. But look, if he wanna keep her like this, that's fine. Attack should be fine, since on the cast of E you get more attack up to 24, right? Yeah, looks fine. DPS everyone, yep. And here is the love of my life. Good attack, good ER, crit rate looks like low rolls or either missing one roll. Probably looks like low rolls. You need skill bonus, you got 0, and liberation, you got something. You got her own weapon, she is S0. You did not buy the skin, so that's a minus point. Doesn't matter, crit is still more valuable. I mean, if he wanna always, switch the weapons on his Jeji whenever he plays her, he's more than welcome. I would not be bothered to switch the weapons all the time on my Jeji just to play her. So I would just build her on the standard weapon, put her on crit rate, and call it a day. But if he wanna swap the weapons all the time, that's his right to do. Talents are maxed. She is on the correct set. You even farm the Inferno Rider. You got attack, crit damage, crit rate, and liberation. 4 out of 5. Low roll on crit rate, mid roll on crit damage. Then you got fusion with crit damage, resonance skill, and crit rate. Low rolls again. Then you got another fusion with crit damage, crit rate, and attack. 3 out of 5. Oh, 4 out of 5. ER here. Sorry. This is 4 out of 5. Then you got crit rate, crit damage, attack, and liberation. Technically 4 out of 5. Skill will be better. Liberation is fine too. Then you got crit damage, crit rate, liberation, and attack. Honestly, she looks very good. Now. Aha. Okay. If you had Lupa weapon, I would recommend you to build her on the fusion and attack. You still can, but I don't know how much does Lupa weapon gives. 20% fusion. But you don't swap ecos and weapon when you use a new team. 24. Yeah, if you had Lupa weapon, I would definitely recommend you getting one attack here and getting one fusion for your Changli. If you still play her, that is, because I know a lot of people just don't play Changli anymore. They should all get banned, in my opinion, and forbidden from Wuthering. That's just my opinion, but you know, I can't be that biased. Otherwise, looks okayish build, not min-max, but you know, looks okayish. Jinshi, oof. No, I don't swap echoes and weapons. I rarely swap. I mean, I swap echoes and weapon when I do testing. How I work, even in Genshin, my every character had his own set, his own weapon. The same rules applies to the Wuthering. A character needs to have his own weapon and his own set. That's just me. Now, I don't recommend playing like this. This is just something wrong in my head. That's why I play the game like this. I just like to farm the set for the character and never change it. But when I test stuff, then I change it. So yeah, I was joking. I mean, some people don't look. Some people are like, why would I farm a new set when I can just, you know, I got a preset here and I can just swap around, and that's perfectly fine. You got a preset, you can just, you know, write Moonlit, you can write Fire DPS and change between Anchor, Changli, and Chixa. One set, right? There is no need to farm two sets, technically. But me personally, I would still farm 3 sets if I played 3 of them. That's just me. But as I said, there is actually no need, since you got, you know, preset here, you can just, you know, swap like this, right? So yeah, some people call it waste of materials. Anyway, Jinshi, good attack. ER, let's not talk about it. She needs too much ER anyway. Crit rate looks low rolls. Crit damage looks low. She needs skill bonus. You got 27%. 26.6, but you know, she's S0. Skills are not yet done. She's on the correct set. You got the leeway on crit damage, which is correct. You got skill bonus, attack, crit rate, and crit damage. Low roll on crit damage. 4 out of 5, good. Then you got Spectre with crit rate, attack, and crit damage, and 1 ER. That's the thing about Jinshi. You actually need around 140 ER to get her liberation every rotation. Now, if you wanna chase 4 ecos on ER, good luck. I don't recommend, but you know, you would need to get crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage, ER, and then resonance skill. 135 with Jeji, sure, but it's still 140, 150 even. Then we got another Spectre with attack, crit damage, skill bonus, and crit rate. So, as I said, you got all the correct stats here: crit rate, crit damage, attack, skill, and then you're just missing ER for the perfect Jinshi build, right? Missing crit damage, refarm, attack, crit rate, and crit damage. Technically 4 out of 5 with flat attack. Definitely refarm this one for crit damage. I know this is technically 4 out of 5 with flat attack, but missing crit damage. As I said, for main DPS, crit damage is a must. Her ER on is crazy. When I saw it, I didn't bother. That's one thing about my Jinshi that's actually good. My Jinshi actually got a lot of ER. But The rest of the stats, let's not play my Jinshi. She needs 150, so that means 140, 150, you know, who the fuck is gonna get ER on every single eco? Like, we are not building Brand, we are building Jinshi, right? Yelin. Butchered. Minus 2 points on your score, since you butchered Yilin. You actually didn't butcher Jeji, but you butchered Yilin. We are not friends anymore. I don't like you. Please go away. Don't ever come to the stream again. Presets, no. Go away. I don't want to do your account anymore. Go away. You still here? I'm gonna sell your account. I guess we're gonna skip. I don't wanna touch your ecos that much, dude. Look, I saw that you are switching between Jeji and her, the Empyrean, so, you know, it's just Empyrean set for sub DPSing. It's alright, I guess. If this was Void Thunder Yilin, I would be more happy, but since it's not, I'm gonna judge you. Yiran, he's missing his weapon, I assume, and most of his stats. I can borrow the weapon though. You can change that back later. Good attack. ER is on the okay side. Low crit. I mean, crit rate actually is not low. Crit damage is low. Yeah. I assume you're using crit rate. Probably not. Let's see. Worst character in the game. Jian is cursed on his eco, still farming on them since day one. Don't. Just stop farming for him and focus on better characters, right? He's A0, he's trash. This is leveled, and he needs heavy. You got some heavy bonuses, that's alright. You even farmed his new boss. Crit damage, crit rate, attack, 3 out of 5, good enough. Area bonus without crit damage, refarm. Then you got another area bonus with attack, crit rate, crit damage, and heavy, 4 out of 5, very good, low rolls, but it is what it is. Crit damage, crit rate, and attack, 3 out of 5. Missing crit damage, refarm. Yeah, you are missing a lot of crit damage. You are actually missing 2 crit damage rolls, which is potentially 40 crit damage. So this should be potentially 280 crit damage. So yeah. Bejian. Kalacharo, or so-called calculator. Let's skip him. Let's skip him. Okay. Arrow Lady. Give her this weapon. She is S1. Skills are not done, and she's on the Moonlight. I mean, there is not much to say here. Good crit rate, okay-ish crit damage, potentially good ER. I forgot how much she needs. She needs a lot more ER, so when you equip her with Makaroto, should be fine. Oh, not much to say here. This is just the Moonlit. Like, who cares about the damage on Moonlit anyway? As long as you have ER to do the rotation, who the fuck cares, right? Verina. ER is fine, attack is okay-ish. She's S1. Skills are not done. She's on the correct set. Healing bonus, ER, attack and attack. Now, this one is fine, but if you want more ER for your team and attack, I mean, this boss gives attack, right? 10% damage boost. You can actually go fallacy here if you want, but this is fine too. Up to a person to decide. Verina. She looks crazy. Rover. Somewhat built. Let's see. Good attack, good ER. Crit rate is okay-ish. I mean, compared to his crit damage, he's missing crit rate somewhere. He needs skill bonus, which you have only one roll. You did the story, so you're on S5. Skills are not yet done. He's on the correct set. That's good. Straight talk. I'm always straight. Why did you skip guys? They're not build. What do you mean? Why did you skip guys? What should I review? Empty echoes? Let's see. Crit rate. With crit rate and crit damage, both all low rolls. Definitely wanna refarm that one. Then you got arrow with attack, crit damage, and crit rate. Low roll on crit damage, but it is 3 out of 5. Then you got another arrow with crit rate, crit damage, flat attack, and skill bonus. Technically 4 out of 5 with flat. Then you got crit damage, attack, and crit rate. Low rolls again, brother, you are the god of low rolls, not gonna lie. Look, I got a lot of low rolls, but you surpass me by a lot, not gonna lie, Rafa. I'm rolling a lot of low rolls, but damn, I never in my life saw this many low rolls on an account. Technically, this is 4 out of 5 with flat attack, crit damage, ER, and crit rate. Low roll on crit damage. It's not that you are missing your rolls, you are just suffering from low rolls. Low rolls fuck me up. Yep. I use him for side over. I use Jigsaw. At least he gets rolls even if they're low. I mean, yeah, technically he does, but damn. Like, for some of his builds, I would like say, why are you missing one roll when in reality he's just rolling really low in reality, right? I thought I was unlucky, but damn dude. Maybe you need to ask him first how long he's playing. How long he's playing? He's a veteran, same as me. I use Yilin and Zhanglia on low level side towers now. Yeah. At least you can use them, right? Okay, Sanhua. See? See guys? It's possible to play Sanhua not on Moonlit. See guys? +1 score. Low attack though. But she's a 4-star, so this is what it is. ER is fine, crit rate is... You are actually overcapping your crit rate by a lot. If you ever play her with the Shorekeeper, you are overcapping by almost 20% crit rate. Maybe you should wanna swap. Nice skin. I don't like this skin. I prefer the OG. I prefer the OG. She uses almost all of this. So she uses heavy, she uses skill, and she uses liberation. So whatever you roll here, it's fine. Even the basic. I mean, not you still love to have liberation, skill, and heavy. She's S6, and her skills are not yet done. Skin has nice S, but the rest is not that good. As I said, up to you. If you play her with the Shorekeeper, you can put crit damage here, because otherwise you're overcapping a lot. Crit damage, crit rate, ER, and liberation. 4 to 5. I like Imperial Japanese green. I prefer black and white. Yeah, I mean, we all got our stuff we like or we don't like. That's fine. He likes the skin, you can put this skin. You don't like the skin, keep the OG one. Then you got Glacio bonus with the liberation, crit rate, and crit damage. Low roll on crit damage, higher roll on crit rate. Then you got another Glacio with crit damage, high roll. I think this is the first high roll I seen on your account, and it's on Sanhua, which is kinda ironic. You know, from all the DPSs, your Sangfa got the high crit damage roll. Then you got attack and liberation, 4 out of 5. Crit rate, crit damage with flat attack, so 3 out of 5 technically. ER, crit damage, attack. This one is 5 out of 5, you know. But look, if you play her as a main DPS with Shorekeeper, even as a sub DPS, you're gonna overcap your. I mean, depends how you play her. Because to activate this. No, sorry. Which one was it? Was it sequence? I forgot. Ah, sequence. So yeah, if you play her as a main DPS or sub DPS, if you use her full combo, you're overcapping crit rate. Jungle weapon, that works too. That's actually good option. That's actually good option. So just rock this and yep. Mortify. We can skip. Yang, we can skip. We can skip. He is not built. Dungeon is not built. Baiji is not built. Not built, and the rest is not built. Okay. You got any questions about your characters? Both skins looking pretty. Apologize, Stone. I disagree. That's fine. That's fine. Imagine if we all had the same opinion on everything. That would be crazy. All of them got answered along the way. Okay, sure. Then let's check your cover. Didn't wanna press that. Sorry, I'm old. Thank you very much for the advice. I try. Look, sometimes how I view the game does not mean how you should play the game, because we all got our differences how we play the game. I can give you the advice. Now it's up to you to see if this matches your playstyle. You got the reward, so you just pretty much were practicing. Okay. Let's check your whimpering. You said you're using Camellia here. Let's see how good she does. $6.5k points. 5 waves on your Camellia. Yeah, this is garbage. I do recommend you, now listen closely. Augusta and Iono team should always go out on top. Always. So I'm planning for Lova. Okay, let me okay, I'm gonna now show you the perfect rotation for Augusta top team. Why you don't need liberation in Augusta team. If you want me to show you. You always wanna play Augusta on the top. Augusta on bottom doesn't make sense, since you can use her more. You can use her on bottom too, but since not that many teams actually wanna start on the top. Do you know why? Like, because you start with the full concerto, so there is only a few characters in the game that actually wanna start on top, and Camellia is definitely not one of them. Definitely, nor is Shorekeeper. Right? So, let me just switch teams and let me show you how would I play this, right? So you get your Electro bonus, and here you get whatever. I'm just gonna show you the first few seconds, right? So the reason you wanna start with full concerto on the Augusta is pretty much simple. You're gonna go to Verena, get her auto buff, and then switch to Iono, then just hold Iono heavy to get buff to Augusta, and it looks something like this. Augusta team in top slots. Yes, you guys are missing a lot on the Augusta. She's very okay. Now watch carefully why you wanna start Augusta on top, not on the bottom, because you actually take a slot for a better team on bottom which needs liberation more than Augusta. Augusta doesn't need liberation, nor does Iono needs liberation. Let me show you why. Okay, so you wanna start on the Verina, right? Iono, and just switch to Augusta, and just do a full rotation of Augusta, and you got all the buffs, right? You already got the buffs, and how much has passed? Not even 5 seconds, right? Look. Does it make sense now, guys? Does it make sense? This is why you don't wanna start on the bottom. Do we all agree? Thank you. Yes, we do. And now you can switch to Verina, and you got your full rotation again. Look, full rotation. See? There you go. Missed her skill, but yep. Makes sense, guys. Yep. So always start Augusta on top. So just Verina, Iono, then Augusta. You don't need liberation. Like for what? You're just wasting a slot for better team on bottom. When you check popular teams on Wuthering, it shows Augusta top always. I didn't check, but I assumed people got brains like me and they can, you know. So yeah, that's why it's look, it's wasteful to start her on bottom because you don't need her liberation. You can just use the outros, right? And she always starts with one majesty stack, then you get the griffin for 2 stacks, and you're on her liberation, then you just repeat the rotation. Pretty simple. Let's check your holograms. You definitely played Jian dungeon. You even went on Jian to the monkey. Then you switch to your Jinshi. Difficulty 5, you completed all. And this is where you fall apart. So almost 3 minutes with 2.5 with Jinshi and Changli. Ike's Jinshi 2 minutes, Cromless 2 minutes. Okay. 3 minutes with Jinshi and what was her name? Ah, yeah, ugly bitch. I mean, there is still token, of course, it's gonna show. What? Anyway, I assume you got skill issue or what, Rafa? Why did you not complete your holograms? Work issue. Oh, he said work issue. Nah. Okay. It's fine. Look, it's fine. So, brief summary of his account. He does exploring. For the quest, he did the quest he liked. He left the fishing and he left the anniversary quest. I dislike them both, so I agree that some people just don't like them and just, you know, don't wanna commit to the time for the rewards. Understandable. So far, because it seems that you're leveling, you got good amount of tuners you can use to level up even more, to min-max your characters. The management of your resources seems fine. Characters are hit or miss, actually. Look, it looks like a casual account, right? You know what you need to build, but you just don't build it. But I assume that's because you got a lot of characters, right? That's why your skills are not even fully maxed on your skill tree, right? But yeah, and the major issue on your account is actually low rolls. Not gonna lie, I saw only one high roll throughout the whole character, and that was on Sanghua, 21% crit damage, which is actually crazy. Yeah. Get good, right? Get good with your rolls. What else can I tell you? Um, I honestly I feel sorry for you. Not gonna lie. Even I got low rolls, but this bad. Oof! I did not get this bad low rolls. Just roll. Yeah, just roll better. Just roll better. Boy. What else should I say to you? I mean, look, up to you who you wanna min-max. Focus on one character, build that character, then move on the next one. So that's my advice. When you open your screen, you're like, yes, I like her. I wanna min-max her. After you're done with her, you say, I like Iono. I'm gonna min-max Iono. Now, if you like min-maxing, that's fine. If you don't like min-maxing, I do recommend at least 3 out of 5 rolls on your characters. You know, 3 out of 5, at least that, right? Now, how do you want me to score you? As a veteran or as a casual player? For Lova is just bad, that's it. He doesn't own for Lova. Veteran, casual player. You can pick one. Either veteran or casual. Pros have a chance to hate and took it. That's why I said veteran. From a veteran standpoint. Okay. First of all, now I'm gonna say what's you know wrong. You did not collect the pages since day one. Probably you don't even know what are the pages, right? You are maidenless. Your characters are okayish for a casual. For a veteran, there is big debate for a veteran if your characters look. Your characters are built correctly, but they are definitely not min-maxed for a veteran. Now that's up to you. But I'm gonna score it as I'm looking at it. At least, you know, 2, 3, 4 characters needs to be min-maxed at this point. For my personal, you know, how I min-maxed mine. Skills are not done, but that's because you pretty much pulled every single character, and that means you need a lot of resources, so that's understandable. You did not max every single skill on your characters. If the average is 5 out of 10, I would give you 6 out of 10 for your hard work. But you're missing. You're missing. Look, it's fine account. It's fine account. There is nothing wrong with it. It seems that you know what you are doing. Just do it better.